the day. This is my day of power. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. The ATRs are the African traditional religion by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you for joining us on this live on today. I like to say my day of power. It is Jupiter energy, frequency, and vibration. To all of my Sagittarians, hello! What's up there? What's up, my story? My Sag from Detroit. Hey, family. Yes, I'm excited. I love these magical days. I'm gonna be doing some working for my tribe and my saints. I'm gonna be using the name of El Shaddai to be invoked. To be a blessing to those that support me, and y'all know I richly appreciate that. What's up, my Miranda, my Aquarius from Honolulu? How you doing? Yes. What's up, Mama Susan in the house? A Gemini. I love me some Geminis. I'm tell the truth. I'm a freak. I love everybody. I love people. I'm a people person. People go on my nerve, but I'm still a people person. To each and every one of you guys on this particular channel that is for melanated people, and we teach real conjure, real mysticism, real magic here. And I want to say that I constantly say this over and over again, but I teach universal laws because universal laws apply to each and every one of you. Okay, Miranda says she felt like work. Now I need to know because I'm a divine healer. Okay, do you need to suffer some things until you get compensated? I prayed for one of my members at one time, and by the time she went to the doctor, she was healed, so she couldn't get nothing from that particular situation. So I'm trying to talk in a way so. If you need you need comfort rather than healing until you get things worked out. You know, just inbox me, text me. We ain't gonna want to do it on social media. Y'all gotta have some wisdom when you're going through. All right, y'all know I believe in a God moving. Stormy said right. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Padrino, to my Oba. Today, first of all, I want to start with my dad is a Cancer. My dad's birthday is today. I'm junior, he's senior. So I want to wish my father in the ancestral realm a happy birthday. I'm going to do something. He said, okay, thank you. Apostle, love you. I love you back. Apostle smart. I believe in God moving for people, but, you know, in order. It's my dad's birthday. My father, he is a Cancer indeed. And one of the things, not quite a few things, he's the one that he taught me a lot of things, y'all, about how to fight. My dad taught me how to shoot. My dad taught me how to hunt. Now, I want y'all to know this. She said, I love you too. Hey, Nisi, my Aries in the house. So, my dad, I didn't like say when I was little, when he was tickling me, it would always lead to pain. You would start out laughing, but my dad had really strong fingers, so he'd be gripping like crazy. So a lot of things I learned from my dad I did not appreciate. I like to always be honest. And I didn't know that he had me fighting my cousins, which I think is trifling. I didn't even know they were my cousin. And the reason why I'm saying this is because with my other cousin on my mom's side, I knew to hold back. You know, I would fight my other cousin, but I would never try to hurt them. Well, I didn't know them. So I whooped their ass. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that if he would have told me them are your cousins, then I would have handled those particular fights differently. But he never told me. I didn't even know till I was grown that they were actually my biological cousin. My dad is a true Cancer. my dad loved to fight. And that's where I get that passion for fighting. But my passion, I love a knife. When my brothers and sisters, when we were burying my dad, I had this knife, and it had a lion head on it. I had a lion. That was my favorite knife. I was crazy about that knife. And I couldn't even believe I put that in his casket. If I'm a type of person, if I'm into something, I love the things I purchased. But I gave that to my dad. And I was like, whoa, thank you so much for wishing my dad a happy birthday. Now, also, our tribal member, Shamari, her birthday is today. Shamari's birthday is today. So let's wish her a happy birthday. See, I ain't gonna never forget Sasha Fierce, because now I know her birthday is on my dad's birthday. And my son's birthday is on the 20th. My eldest son, he a Cancer too. Them Cancer. And those that do not know and been following me, I was a Cancer in my former life. I came out of Cancerian energy into Sagittarius energy. So I want y'all to know how this stuff really works. You never know what you're going to show up in the next lifetime. All right. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Let's talk country. Let's talk mysticism. I want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. What's up, my Boaz? That's my other Pisces. Yes. So, this is my day of power. And in this day, I utilize Jupiter energy to manifest the things that I have need for myself, as well as for my clients and for my tribe and my saints and different ones. And I'm gonna be invoking the name of El Shaddai. El Shaddai, Hebrew magic is fire magic. One of the reasons why I love it so much. And El Shaddai means Almighty. It also means many-breasted one. Basically, more than enough. And I realize that a lot of times when people are praying, they're only praying to get their needs met and not praying with the mindset of abundance. Having a bushel of anything is not a waste. Having more than enough, it's not a waste. And the reason why I say this is because you have to have enough for yourself and your loved ones, but also enough to give to your neighbors. Finding somebody that is in a need that will need some of the abundance that you offer. And this is the thing that most melanated people have a problem wrestling with. It's not that they don't desire to have more than enough. They don't know how to walk in the frequency and the vibrations. And since I'm the chief apostle and I know how to walk in there, I'm going to call each person's name in my tribe for that energy to move in their life on today. I just feel really, really, really good. I want to talk about something. I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is an Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. And I want to talk about changing your reality with what is true. I'm going to say it again. Changing your reality with what is true. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, a lot of my manifestation comes because I stand in my truth. I stand in what is true about the God and gods I serve. I stand in my truth when it comes to defending myself. Because a lot of times where people magic and their manifestations fail, that they're not abiding in the truth about what is their real reality, what is their real mindset when it comes to resources. I was talking to Mother Susan about that earlier. And I want to say this. If I came on social media, greetings, if I came on social media and I would say I'm a red bone, in black cultures we know that a light-skinned person, I'm a dark pigmented person. But if I came on social media and I would say I'm light-skinned, right? The mere fact, that's my perception of myself, but that's not my reality. And therefore, what people don't understand, when you have a perception of a thing and you don't know or abide in the truth of that thing, then you are called false. So there are people that will look at me, melanated and non-melanated, and realize and know I am not telling the truth. I am not a red bone. If I tell you I'm white with blue eyes and blonde hair, I'm going somewhere with this. It is easy to challenge somebody's reality or what they're speaking over their life when they know themselves is not true. When people are praying against you and you're when you're standing in your truth, you have a sovereign right to protect yourself. I don't care what the reason why you are under attack. The truth is, you have a right as an individual person to defend yourself, your existence, your reality, and the things that you have worked so hard for. When you don't believe that truth, or you're not living in your truth, it is far more easier to accomplish disrupting your reality. It is easy for somebody to come on here that don't even know me and say, you're not a red bone. They can shatter my perception about myself just that easy. They don't have to be spiritual. They don't have to be a conjurer. They don't have to be a mystic. They don't have to be an aj. They don't have to be any of those things. When somebody looks at your reality and understands that what you are perceiving about people, places, and things is not true. This is why people that believe in white supremacy, not only just white folks believe in it, but other races and culture believe in white supremacy. When it is challenged by the truth, the reason why they get so upset because they can't hold that reality. There's too many facts that debunk their reality, their perceptions, and their way of life or living. I want to help somebody today, if you let me. I want you to understand that when it comes down to magic, there's frequency and vibration. And this is my day of power. And I want to expand. I want to enlarge my territory. The word, I'll be coming from Proverbs 30 and verse 5. And it says this: every word of God. What's up, my Shamari? Happy birthday. Your birthday is on the same birthday date as my dad. It said every word of God is pure or true. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Let every man be a lie and let God be true. Let me show you the significance of this. And I told you, energy doesn't lie. The divine doesn't lie, whether it is divine, feminine, masculine, or organ energy. Energy does not lie. And the reason why I can put my trust in the divine, whether it's El Shaddai, whether it's Oladamari, whether it's Grand Met, whether it is Alofi, whether it is the Mighty and Zombie, or whatever name that calls, if Segment, we talked about Segment, and also Sep. The reason why I can have that level of confidence, and when I build those relationships are built in truth. See, I can't work with an energy that I did not take out the time to find out their true nature. What's up there? My Raina is in the house. Gemini. We just wishing everybody a happy birthday. And my dad's birthday today. I got to take some out to the cemetery. A man's work is never done. So, let every man be a lie and let God or energy be true. When you want to change your reality, working with truth, I stand on the promises of the divine. I stand on the contract of the divine. I stand on the commitments or the contract that I have made with Egun, that I have made with Orisha, that I have made with Impungo. When you have true relationships and you understand the true nature or the energy that you're working with, then on my day of power, because I'm standing in my truth, that I'm not trying to make Jupiter be something it is not. I'm not changing my perception because I am not willing to live in the reality of the true energy or frequency or vibration of Jupiter energy. The level of confidence. Did you like my birthday wish unto you in the group? I am something else. Into it. Changing your reality with a basis of truth and reality is only admitting to the energy or the frequency or the vibration. What's up there? Cancers in the house. The vibration that you are operating with. The reason why I can be abiding in the truth, abiding in the teachings of my ancestors and also my particular tradition is because I believe that is true. And that truth is backed with facts. Is that making sense? If every word of God or divine energy is pure or true and true of essence, then he or she can be a shield or deflector unto them that put their trust in him or her. Let me tell y'all something. The moment you accept the true nature of your ancestor, your Egun, when I understand that I was born out of negative energy, my solar plexus is my negative energy. my 6 neutrons, my 6 protons, my 6 electrons, my carbon, my melanin is feminine energy. When I deal with the true nature of melanin energy, then I am not shaken or I'm not shooked because somebody calls me demonic. What they're really saying in their poor interpretation and poor translation is that I'm half God and I'm half man. Come on here, somebody. When non-melanated people call you a daemon or demon, what they are really attributing to is that you are divine nature housed in an earthen vessel. See, when you know the true nature of who you are, you stop being rattled. Your cage stops being shaken because of the statements or the opinion or the suggestions of other people, places, and things. You can walk in your abundance because I understand the true nature of energy. Therefore, I'm not going to rebuke. I'm not going to cast out my negative energy because I need my negative energy to get with my positive energy and create a charge. And that charge allows me to manifest. Oh, come on here, somebody. I start understanding the true nature of the elements, the true nature of creation, the true nature of what it is to be a child of Oya, what it is to be a child of Earth. Even though I have extraterrestrial energy, chi, prana. It is more fitting to defend and protect and nourish your true nature than your perceived nature. I'm going to say that again. It is easier for somebody to love Chief Apostle in my true nature than loving me out of the nature that you perceive about me. Don't ask the divine. Don't ask people, places, or things to love you when you are not operating in your true nature, your true character. You're not manifesting your true characteristics. You're being selective. You haven't spent enough time to understand who you really are. And therefore, how can you protect you? How can you care for you when you don't understand your true nature? This is why you will hear me, Chief Apostle Samuel Ely Jr., tell you, I'm not a nice person. I do nice things. See, you will be able to describe yourself correctly. And therefore, you can communicate with other people what bothers you as your true nature. See, when you pretend to be jealous or pretend not to be jealous, and you have a jealous nature, you cannot advise people, places, and things about certain temperaments. Like Samoa said, side effects. If people were being true, just because I don't go out beating on women don't mean that I want to defend myself against a woman. True nature is when you can abide in the essence of your true divine nature and also habitate in your physical body that anchors you into this third realm. I want to get deep on some of y'all because I want you to understand you have a perception about people, places, and things. You cannot discern their true nature. This is why you don't recognize their envy and jealousy because it is masked behind the smile. That's why my Arisha has these masks. Because one thing about Oya, she will remove the mask that you hide behind. When I tell you I care about you, I'm not telling you I care about you based off of what you project to me. This is when I do my consultations, I deal with your real energy, not who you are here proposing and projecting yourself to be. I know your true nature. See, let me tell you something. The more you lie about white folks, Latino folks, Cuban folks, Indian folks, and any other race, the more you lie about black folks, you can never get yourself prepared and get into the position of life where these people can't hurt you. They can't harm you. They can't stifle your growth, your development. Standing your truth is not telling everybody your business. See, when a hunter knows the true nature of a fox, my dad's a hunter, you can catch what you know the true nature of. This is why the divine says the revealed things belong to mankind. The hidden things belong to God, the divine spirit. And why that is important, the fact that we know the name of El Shaddai, it is conscious. We can summon that energy, that spirit. But you can't call on what you don't know. You can't undo the work of a spirit or energy or frequency that you done. That's why we get initiated, we get new names. So you can't call that energy, that frequency, and that vibration. Name changes is due to the fact of now identifying a new energy, a new frequency, a new vibration. True nature. My dad was a hunter and a fisherman. And not that I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the beach. I enjoyed the water. I didn't realize how much I was like him until I got more in my spirituality. I love going into the woods and doing conjure. I love going nature. I love doing it. Now, if I'm chilling, I want to be in a hotel room with the air conditioning. But I have no problem doing conjure outside when there's a thunderstorm or it's raining. That feels natural to me. That's my true nature. I don't mind getting my hands dirty when it comes to conjure, because that's my true nature. I'm a natural born necromancer. I'm a natural born conjurer. When you understand your true nature, your true element, air, fire, earth, and water, you can now research, you can now experience, you can now stand in. And let me tell y'all something. I want melanated people to fall in love with their melanin. I want your love for who you are as an individual to be more than the hate or disgust or the hatred or the jealousy of other people regarding you. I want you to maximize your individuality, your true nature, to the point that their opinions pale in comparison to your perception about your true self. When somebody said he's loud, I embrace that shit. When they say he's always extra, I embrace that shit, because that describes my nature. Huh? They say, why do you always got to make everything sexual? I don't embrace that shit. Because I believe my magic and my sexuality is synonymous. I believe it's parallel, equate. You understand? So if you got a problem with my sexuality, sexual appetite, and my sexual endeavors, then you got a problem with my energy. See, I don't let people, because I'm in my true nature, I don't let people pick and choose what pieces and parts of me that they want to deal with. Because I'm dealing with the whole man and the whole woman. When it comes to you, you're going to deal with all of this when it comes to me. You're not going to pick and choose. Now, what part of my nature you get exposed to will be depending on how you handle me. Because I told people all the time, I said, listen, y'all trying to make me be something I'm not. I'm a fire sign. I don't know how many times I got to tell you that. I'm also not only a fire sign, I'm a mutable fire. My moon is Aries. Why the fuck you keep trying to make me a air sign, water sign, or earth sign? I operate in my true nature. Good afternoon. What's up there? Ryan in the house. In all or nothing. I know that's right, Dimitri. Let me tell y'all something. The more you get into your true nature, the more you start taking care of yourself. You start knowing what to take care of yourself with. You know what is not good for you. When you are living the perceptions of other people, places, and things, you can't abide in your truth. I hear gay men out there talking about, oh, I'm living my truth out loud. No, you're being an idiot. So let me give you a scenario. If I take my car to the mechanic to get my tire fixed, I don't care who you fucking. Long as you get that tire twirled off and twirled on as a new tire, I don't care. It's irrelevant. When things that you're discussing have no relevance to the conversation being had, then you're out of order. When somebody comes to me for spiritual help, why they need to know about I work for UPS? Because if they wanted UPS or UPS driver, they would have been at UPS trying to deliver a package. They came to me for my spirituality. See, when you walk in your truth, you know what to say and not to say. You know what's relevant and what's not relevant. See, I don't give people an opportunity to perceive shit about me. I straighten them. Huh? You don't know if I'm fucking men, women, dogs, cats, or monkeys. And every now and then I get turned on by a lizard. You don't know what the fuck you dealing with. It ain't none of your business. If you find out that I'm down there with your daddy, you gonna say, he always said that. True. That's what you gonna say. And you know the next thing you gonna say? Did he pull my dad's spine out his back? Cause he's a spine snatcher. Was my mama there? Cause he said he'll fuck my mama and my daddy. Did he snatch my mama and my daddy's spine? Cause I'm not the one to play with. I'm not here to fit anybody's scenario, or I'm not here to fit anybody's perception. I'm walking my truth. And whatever your relationship is to me, you may have access to more truth about me than other people. That's the same thing when it comes down to your spiritual practice. The more truth and reality you walk in, you get to see your deities, your gods, your impungos, your ancestors reveal more of themselves than they normally would reveal. That's right, Apostle. They don't. They know. No, they don't know me. I know they don't know me. By the way they talking, I know they don't know me. The way they trying me in different. No, you don't really believe that bear gonna fuck you up by you being around her cubs. That bear doesn't care that you wandered into the wrong place. All that bear cares about is her cubs. You are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Your reality is about to change. See, people will change your fucking reality. They will turn your sweet dreams into nightmares. You cross other people's boundaries, they got some, because they are going to walk their truth. As long as you're working like you do, I don't care who and what you do. Down with you are all the way. Come on here, somebody. I say all these things because a lot of people can't tell a certain amount of truth. So I say it for them. A lot of y'all don't get that about me. I say what people need to hear. I say what they're afraid to say. I give them not only permission, I give them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to walk in their truth because they are in a place where they still feel like they need to be tolerated. And I'm confused. The mere fact that I'm a part of the family tree, why the fuck I gotta get permission from you to be a nephew, a cousin, a brother, or a son? Wherever I fell on that family tree that I was birthed into, that's what the fuck I am. Why do I got to change to meet your requirements about this thing called life? You letting your mama tell you about who you being with like she fucking. Your dad got all this opinion, but he fucking who he want to fuck. He ain't even fucking your mama no more. And when you deal with the truth, people don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to hear the harsh reality. When I tell people about certain services I give and certain works that I do and certain tools that I make available, I understand that grown people have a right to purchase or not purchase, to invest or not to invest. So I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to tell people that want to change their reality, they can change it with what is true. And you will have more confidence in what is true. Now, true means this: in accordance with facts or reality. So if your truth ain't based in facts, it's not true. It is also accurate. Truth, when something is true, it is accurate, it's exact. That's why I was talking to Mother Susan. I said there are women that have on a pretty dress. I mean, the dress is beautiful. But they are not. Your hair is slayed, but your face need to be slayed. That dragon needs to be slayed. Huh? That dress that you're wearing, those pants that you're wearing, makes you look like you got a shape. But that is not the truth. See, people live in delusions. Mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Also physically. And when they're confronted with the church, this is why I look at women when they tell, girl, you look good. No, bitch, she want a compliment. And she know you ain't gonna give her a compliment unless you compliment her, whether you like it or not. See, that's why I don't do flattery. If I feel or think something about you, whatever I say to y'all on social media, I mean it. Or I wouldn't say it. Y'all don't know how to give truth. You got women out here, you got men out here leaving their partners because they're living in a delusion. You think everybody wants you and gonna do for you that this man or this woman doing for you. And that is not your truth. You get confused with somebody fucking you and taking care of you. Because a man asleep with you don't mean he gonna take care of you. Just because a woman suck your dick don't mean she gonna make sure your medicine is in order for you. No, you got some things messed up. The reason why we can't walk in harmony with one another is because of all these perceptions, all these delusions that you are creating about yourself. And then when truth comes, especially if you find yourself getting a real reading, a real misa, a real etah done, and those spirits start in your spiritual court start showing up, and people start telling the truth about what they see, and you find out that you're not as powerful as you thought you once were. Are you going to be man enough or woman enough to go back and apologize to all them people that you were misbehaving with because you thought you were the shit, and now you found out you got shitted on? If God is true, and I'm made in the image and the likeness of the divine, and God don't make mistakes, you know black people love to say that, then why you fucking trying to change me? Why would I try to change Demetrius? Why would I try to change Bo? Why would I try to change Miranda? Why would I try to change Stormy? I don't go out here trying to change no goddamn body. I tell people who they are, not who they pretend to be. I don't like everybody, and I don't have to. I'm not finna tell that lie. I got people that I don't like, but I can make $1 with you. I'm not gonna go hungry because I don't like you. I'm not gonna be without because I personally would not hang out with you. There's some women out here that I would never fuck, but I do business with you. And there's some men out here I wouldn't let you suck nan ball I got. That is true. Everybody don't want me. I don't live in that delusion. A person compliment you don't mean they want you. I'm going to say this again. Just because a man or woman compliments you, it does not mean with your delusional ass they want you. They want to be with you. They want to have a baby with you. That is not what that means. The person that wants that is going to tell you that. Why are you drawing conclusions about people behind a compliment? The truth is fire is hot. That don't mean that I want to sleep in heat because I'm a fire sign. If you come to my house, you'll be around me. I always keep it so cool, cold. Not cool, cold. Only time I'm be out of heat when I was out there working and I'm doing conjure out in the sun. Other than that, I'm gonna have AC. What's up? What's up, Stormy? Thank you so much, baby, for the super chat. I want you to be able to look around right this day, not tomorrow. What is true about yourself that could change your reality? What could bring you into a better place of treatment? Not only of yourself, but other people treating you better because you being truthful. How much more would God's spirit, ancestor, Ogun move for you if you were being true? When I was getting crowned, my Fedifun Oya, and other people were trying to tell my padrino not to crown me. They were telling him not to crown me. I didn't go around telling, I had every intention of getting crowned and avenging me and Minister Mario of our adversaries. I did not walk around tell my padrino that was not on the agenda. That's what's the fucking first on the agenda. You crown me or not. Some of y'all don't think that you can get what you want telling the truth. I done got more pussy telling the truth than men that tell lies. Because if a woman want to sleep with you, she gonna sleep with you. You ain't got to lie to kick it, Craig. I do not go around telling people so I can get them to, in my mind, in my perception, I think by telling them this is going to make them give me what I want. I still got what I want. And I did exactly what I intended to do once I got crowned. And then I got crowned again. I'm not going to lie to you to get you to buy my products, my services. This is why I don't have the issue that a lot of people be having in their spiritual business. I'm not going to fabricate and make my product seem to you that they're going to do more than what they're going to do. Especially depending on what you paid for. I'm going to always give you more bounce for your buck. I'll always do that. I don't want nobody to have an experience with me that they feel like they didn't get all what they were looking for and more. I love that feeling. That's the El Shaddai energy. More than enough. More than enough. Not only am I going to bless you, I'm going to give you some extra, some overflow. That should make you run back to that energy, frequency, and vibration that's always doing abundantly above what you ask or think. Come on here, somebody, on today, on my day of power. See, I don't ever want you to touch my energy and not get a return. When you listen at my live, I want you to be enlightened. So in order for you to be enlightened, I got to say some shit that can actually spark your curiosity. I want you to have the type of sex that I remember somebody had sex with me and they said, after having the sexual experience with me, they said these words: what was I doing before that? I want you to have the type of sex that they start questioning themselves. What the fuck was I doing? When somebody comes in and I'm doing spiritual work, I want them to have that experience. Like, what? Did I ever have power? Why is what he got going on so drastically different from what I got going on? I want you to have that experience. I want you to have a reading with me and you say that, wow. He know me better than I know myself. I had one lady tell me, I think you know me better than my mama know me. That's what truth will bring you to a reality of clarity, where you're no longer walking in confusion. I'm not confused about getting my daily bread. I'm not confused about that. I'm not confused about casting my bread upon the water and not many days going. I'm not confused about that. I'm not confused about, is the weapon going to prosper against me or not? No. I done already chose life over death. I done already chose blessing over cursing. So I don't give a goddamn what you try to conjure, what you try to pray. I'm going to still end up on top of things. I'm going to always end in the backside of your daddy jaw. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be landing that plane. We both going to talk about how much of a man he is. We're going to have the same testimony. It's going to be for different reasons, but we're going to have the same testimony. Your dad was such a man by raising you, but he was such a man the way he took this wood. Praise to the Lord. Anyway. My Raina said, Gemini said, yes, sir. An experience you'll never forget. I can't go around telling you about black excellence and I'm not displaying black excellence. Even through my sickness, even through what I'm going through in my body, I am still representing black excellence. When I'm still representing melanin, I'm still representing what it is to be an overcomer. I don't want you to perceive that I'm an overcomer. I want you to know that that is the truth. When Brother Demetrius says about his Eglon stick, I want him to be proud that he got that Eglon stick from Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. And when somebody try to test that energy out of that Eglon stick, I want it to show up and show out for Demetrius, not for me. When you take out time to really understand how I work and how I maneuver, how excellent. I feel like you know me better than anyone. Roger said, I feel like you know me better. Come on here, somebody. The difference is, the more I know about you, the more I strive to help you. The more you know about you, the less you do to help yourself. When I help you become who you are, one of the things that I've been doing with Mother Sister Susan as she's 70 years old is trying to get her out of pleasing people. When you please people, you become what they want you to be. And what I'm trying to do before she leaves this earth, that she understands who she is. Her likes and dislikes, whether somebody liked them or not. A lot of times she looked for me to validate when she said stuff. I say, if you said it and you know it to be true, then why you need me to validate it? My word ain't gonna make your statement no more true. If it's already true, it don't matter. Sometimes she'll be talking and she say, well, Apostle, When I say something, she'll say, okay, I agree with that. I say, I don't give a damn if you agree with it or not. It's the truth. Some of y'all don't understand the power of truth. You don't need an amen when you speaking, living, and manifesting the truth. When you got the true and living God or goddess, you ain't got to have a debate about it. You can believe or not believe. What the fuck is that going to change? You can believe I am the incarnation of Lucifer himself. It don't change the fact that I'm the true and living God. Because if I'm made in his image, I got to be true. If I'm made in his likeness, I got to be true. Fuck that. Not in those words, but you know what I mean. See, when you give to the true and living God is El Hay in Hebrew. See, when you are a living organism, when you being a living sacrifice, when you become a living soul, then you don't let somebody else take away the life that God has given you. You don't get to dictate my existence while I'm here on this earth plane. You don't get to tell me stereotype and that I got to fit your stereotype for you to accept me. The difference between me and you, I can get some cracker pussy and still know I'm black. I'm not gonna let your cracker pussy change my reality. I can give me some Jamaican ass and some jerk chicken and still be black American. Cause I'm gonna stay true to my energy, my frequency and vibration. I don't know why y'all can go over there and have some soul food as a white man or a white woman and don't think you black. You can literally listen to rock and roll. You can listen to R&B. You can listen to Bach. You can listen to Nicki Minaj and still be a black man or a white man or Indian man. Why you got to listen? I love kung fu movies in Chinese. They got the little English inscription on the bottom. I don't know what the fuck you saying, but I'm crying and everything. When she pulling for him and he pulling for her, I don't know what the fuck they saying, but I feel them. I'm all into the movie. Huh? He fighting for her, trying to get to her. I feel that. But I don't understand not one word that coming out of their mouth. But I get the gist of the movie. Y'all, let me tell you something. Everything in this life you ain't gonna understand. Don't mean you can't benefit from it. Don't mean you can't enjoy it. That's my point. You are walking around here because you in one economic bracket. You don't understand that El Shaddai can meet your needs and your wants above and beyond what you can ask or think. But you don't live in that truth. And I can't make you believe that truth. I believe it. When I call that name, I believe that's the true and living God. You can't practice the ATR because you don't think it's true. You think it's false. You think it's a false religion. You think it's a false God. I told them about my 13 circle. They think I'm bullshit. I'm gonna make everyone, even the ones that have been waiting a long time for this 13 circle. I'm gonna make up for them, and I'm gonna make everybody that came in and tail end wish they had already done it. That's who you messing with. I know what you don't know, and I know why you dragging your foot, cause you don't see the relevance, you don't see the significance. You don't even see why you would even want to be a part of that. Do you know how many people done gave me their ass or their pussy and not knowing what was going to happen to it? But the joy that filled their soul after they got that experience. Let me tell you something. When somebody make me wait on that ass and take me all to change it, when I do get it, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to make you wish that you did not have me in delay. Because the next time, after I get through with this ass, the next time I call or text, you're going to respond the first time. Number one, number call. I ring once, you pick up once. I text, you respond. You could be talking to your mama. Truth will change your reality. Truth will change your reality. My faith from, oh yeah, it's storming out here. When I say my day of power, when I say my day of power, I'm walking in my truth. I'm walking in my reality. I'm walking in the vision that God has given me. I'm trying to take my melanated brothers that resonate with me, that invest in me, that support whatever I got going on. And they get blessed by that energy, frequency, and vibration. When I say I want better for you, that is not something I'm just saying to say it. I'm willing to create the reality necessary for you to live better. Are you willing to invest in yourself? Because you ain't investing in me. Because ain't then when y'all send me no money, well, take that back. I got one person, but the anonymous. They sent me some money. Do what you need to do with this apostle. I had a few people, but I'm talking about some real change. Some of y'all tell me, dude, I don't know what I'm about to figure something out to do with this. But sometimes I get people that send me some where I can make some shit happen. But I thank God for the small and the big. That's what the power of truth will do for you. If you take our time today and you really sit down and figure out what level of truth that I can rise today. You can be at work and change your reality. You will change how people handle you. You'll change how people deal with you. You can be in the midst of listening to this video right now and you can be having sex and change the reality. You were just not to, you were not thinking you were gonna climax. But now after listening at this word and getting your truth inside of your vagina, now you're gonna climax. And you can thank me, not him, later. Because I'm a sage. Give me honor, praise what I have done. You understand? This is real magic. This is not good talk. This is not a good message. This is real conjuring. This is real conjuring. And watch what happens. Because all of y'all that got y'all leg about candle, and if you still want to get on that and want to purchase a leg kind of a donation for $175, I'll set that up for you on my day of power. Actually, I'll go by the church and set up a candle up for you. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out on that road opening and road closing oration, I already explained it. I ain't gonna go back over it. Check my videos out about what I'm working with. All right. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your time, your space, and those likes. Don't forget, before you leave out, make sure you click that like button and share this video. And those that don't mind, once this video is uploaded, please comment on this video so I can have access to this video today. All right. God bless.